I am Nkiru Obuli. Welcome. The Adamawa State Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Wilbina Jackson, has announced that 30 boarding junior secondary schools out of 34 in the state are now day schools with effect from 6 September 2021 as a result of incessant kidnappings in the state. This is coming on the heels of the closure of schools in Zamfara State. Clearview TV's Imefong Okon has an update.
8 Islamic pupils in Katsina State have been in captivity for 18 days, while 85 students from Federal Government College, Birnin Yauri in Kebbi State are still being held for 82 days now. 68 students of Government Girls Secondary School Kaya in Zamfara are in captivity. They've been there for 5 days. Not just that, 33 students from Baptist High School, Chikon Local Government Area of Kaduna State have been in captivity for 63 days. The most traumatic is the case of the Chibok girls who were adopted by Boko Haram 7 years, 4 months, and 22 days now. And not forgetting the Christian girl Leah Shaibu from Dapchi, Yobe State. She has spent 3 years, 6 months, and 17 days in captivity. We hear she now has 2 babies. Observers say that this news coming from northern Nigeria is not a cheering piece of information at all, considering the fact that the region is educationally backward and disadvantaged. All the same, Clearview Television still engages a renowned educationist, Baba Hamid. Is northern Nigeria truly disadvantaged educationally?
One of the biggest casualties of the insecurity in the north now is the threat to education. Young people can't go to school. Huge numbers of children are being scared away from going to school. The magnitude of the impact of the banditry and kidnapping in the north has not even been appreciated yet. But it is a very big problem. We're getting to a point where parents can't send their children to boarding schools. The location of schools is becoming a very serious challenge in terms of whether children go there or not. Investment in education is becoming a very serious problem. In addition to that, there is poor infrastructure. The north has a huge population which is substantially uneducated in terms of modern skills and competencies. We have anywhere between 8 and 15 million northern children that are not going to school, modern schools. They go to Almajiri schools, which are good in the sense that they provide Islamic education, but they are not enough to prepare children for productive, responsible existence as adults.
But it is a known fact that the North produced academics like Professor Ishaya Audu, Professor Atahiru Jeka, Professor Jibril Aminu, and even women like Ladi Adamu, first Professor of Broadcasting, and Gambo Laraba Adamu, the first female Vice Chancellor from Northern Nigeria. So, what happened along the line?
Now, a combination of 3 things, unfortunately, resulted in massive crash in standards, huge populations, very little investment in education. So demand outstripped supply of good education. 2, I think the state whittled down its concern and interest in terms of producing the children, encouraging children of the poor. And the rich and the powerful and those in government took advantage of the deregulation of education to now boost private education and send all their children to private schools. And all the children of the poor went to public schools. Children of the well-to-do went to private schools. There was very little investment in infrastructure, in teacher training, and in public schools. And so therefore, the children of the poor literally didn't go to school.
The rate of student adoption is now assuming a dangerous dimension, but the Nigerian government keeps assuring its citizens that all will soon be well. Imefong Okon reporting for Clearview Television.
There's this saying they say, no be me kill Jesus Christ.
Right.
No be you go feel repair Nigeria.
Very true.
No be my papa be president.
Very true.
You know, those things would not just make us do the right thing.
I promised myself I will not give up. I promised myself that no matter what it is, I'm going to still speak.
Jesus. Since where my husband died, nobody helped me. My husband's family, they bowed on me.
Don't forget that the life we live every day is not just for us alone, but for others who cannot.
What inspired you to go into all these things that you're going into?
I see the way people with disabilities are being treated. I told myself that I'm going to change the narrative.
Where we stand in the health sector in Nigeria today.
It's actually a very sad situation. We really ought to do a lot better than this.
This is for you, from Let's Talk Charity, from us to you, to support your business.
Nigeria's electoral body, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), has been meeting with the political parties to update the general public on the progress recorded so far with the continuous voter registration. The meeting was also designed to brief other stakeholders on the Commission's readiness for the upcoming governorship election coming in Anambra State. Clearview TV's Florence Joshua reports.
The regular quarterly meeting of the Nigerian's electoral body INEC for the year 2021. This meeting is to update members of the public on the recent improvement made by the Commission with authentication processes using both the face and fingerprints, and also how well the continuous voter registration process is going. An exercise we hear is widely accepted by the younger population with a great level of acceptance.
With the benefit of technology, we have also been providing detailed information on the cumulative distribution of registered voters by age, occupation, gender, and disability on a weekly basis. For instance, in terms of age, young Nigerians between the ages of 18 and 34 constitute 65% of new registrants and 72% of completed registrations so far.
The Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, encourages the Commission to soldier on in the face of daunting challenges and do more within its powers to ensure that Nigerians' votes count in all elections.
The INEC Commission's ICT Director, who have demonstrated the improvements made on direct capture machine in 2015. In 2021, INEC is engaging the model authentication process where face and fingerprint registration have to go hand in hand to authenticate and validate the owner of the voter's card.
The functionality of the Z-Pad has now been integrated into the ADVERT currently used for voter registration. On election day, the same device will be used for bimodal voter accreditation as the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS for fingerprint identification during accreditation, and where it fails, for facial authentication. We believe that this multi-layer process will eliminate the process of voting by identity theft using another person's PVC. Where the voter fails the fingerprint and facial authentication, he or she will not be allowed to vote.
Ahead of the Anambra gubernatorial polls coming up on November 6, 2021, we call on the Commission to put its best leg forward to conduct the polls in such a manner that no one will be left in doubt that the Commission have come of age and means well to enthrone transparent and credible election in the country. We advise that the use of academics, especially professors, that are not sufficiently skilled in the elections management practices should be de-skilled, and management and staffers of the Commission be deployed for elections, as many of them are equipped to undertake this task.
The Commission is striving to improve on the credibility and transparency of Nigeria's electoral process. It's now 2 months to the Anambra election, and the continuous voter registration has been devolved to the 21 local government area offices. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview Television.
Grade 2 teacher with the Central Primary School Karabonde in Borgu local government area of Niger State, Osman Galadima, suspected to have defiled 14 pupils of the school and infected them with HIV and AIDS virus, is now in the police net. Besides being under arrest and being interrogated by the state police command, Niger state government has also constituted a committee to also investigate the allegations leveled against him. The committee is headed by the State Commissioner for Education, Hajia Hannatu Jibril Salihu. Other members of the committee include Director of Child Rights Protection Agency, the State Commissioner of Women Affairs, State Universal Basic Education, SUBEB, and among others. The State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, has already suspended the suspect from working pending the outcome of the investigations by both the police and state governments. A competent source in the State Ministry of Education said the suspect will be handed over to the State Committee for further investigation as soon as the State CID completes its interrogation. According to the source, the committee is now in Borgu on a 4-day fact-finding mission on the matter. The development is also pathetic and it is being taken seriously. The State Police Command Public Relations Officer DSP Wasiu Abiodun confirmed the arrest. Nigeria's musical icon Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face or Two-Baba, has remained silent following the tension that broke out on the social media space after his wife Annie released a post on the social media revealing shocking details about her marriage to the star. This move has gathered opinions from celebrities and Nigerians on the issue. Silence, they say, is golden, but when it lingers for too long, can send tongues wagging. Clearview TV's Gloria Atta was out on the street to gather opinions from Nigerians on the issue and tells us more.
Recently, social media went frenzy after Annie, the wife of popular Nigerian music artist Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face or Two-Baba, posted shocking revelations on social media about her marriage to the musician. In the viral post via her Instagram handle, the actress laid cheating allegations against the musical icon with one of his baby mamas, Peru Ajibade, with support from his extended family members. Her move attracted spiteful comments from her in-law Charles Idibia, and the issue soon escalated to a war of words between Annie Idibia and members of her husband's family. The issue has attracted the attention of Nigerian social media users, with parties taking sides for or against Annie's decision to make the issue public. Despite the allegations and reactions, the musical icon Two-Baba has remained silent. His silence, however, has led to mixed reactions from Nigerians on the street, as some consider the artist's silence on social media as golden and feel is the best approach to end the raging war between Annie and his family members. They advise that settling the matter behind closed doors was the best way to protect the marriage.
I think they should just settle it out of social media. Where I have my issues with Annie Idibia is that as a married couple, you shouldn't be quick to run to social media. You people are celebrities, for God's sake, and everybody wants to hear from you guys. Things that happen like that, you should be settled inside the house. You should be settled with your parents. Call both parties and let's talk these things and settle it.
But to me, I would advise the lady to be calm in the marriage. There are things that she needs to do. Meet your husband one-on-one, discuss it, because you are married a celebrity. You should not go to the extent of going to the social media and putting themselves in the public for the public to contribute to their internal something.
I think silence is actually the best thing he can do for now, in order for him to avoid all this unnecessary online different. When he says something, there's possibility people twist what he says into something else. So I believe for him now, the best thing he can do is just to keep quiet and do some underlying settlements with the family.
Others, however, feel he should come public to address the issue and take responsibility, as he owes not just his family but fans the true state of things.
He has been keeping silent. I think that will not solve the problem. Your wife is not just a wife, your mother. She's the closest person to you. So I wouldn't want a third party in this affair.
He should come out and tell the world, tell Nigerians, tell his followers on Instagram or IG or Twitter, whatsoever, the truth about his love life, the one exactly he wants to actually be with. You understand? That's the one he purposely marry, which is I've forgotten her name, Annie. And once he does that, I think all these issues will stop.
Innocent Idibia is a popular artist that has gained recognition across the lengths and breadths of the world. He and his wife got married in 2013, although he already had children from previous relationships with other women. Although his silence has been described as golden from some and worrisome from others, at the end of the day, how he chooses to address his family affairs is entirely his business because, as they say, there is no manual for a successful marriage. Gloria Atta reporting for Clearview Television.
Thank you for watching. I am Nkiru Obuli.